Our next speaker has spent her career at the intersection of technology, strategy, and impact, driving AI innovation, business transformation, and ethical governance. As the Chief Technology Officer at Microsoft India and South Asia, Dr. Rohini Srivathsa works with organizations across industries to help them use AI in a way that's both transformative and responsible. So her journey spans R&D at AT&T Bell Labs, strategy consulting at BCG and IBM, and leading tech-driven financial inclusion efforts at Jana Small Finance Bank. Today, she brings her deep expertise to a question that's on everyone's mind. What does AI unlock, and where does it take us next? So I'd like you to join me in welcoming Dr. Rohini Srivathsa.
Wonderful to be here on this Saturday afternoon. It's lovely weather and it's so nice. And I like the word Mela. I was just telling Shankar, we just finished the Kumbh Mela, so it's only the right name to have. So it's a lovely name. I'll keep it very, very short. And I think the thing I wanted to, and many of you would know much of this, but sometimes it helps to synthesize things. Our CTO recently made a comment that AI has now gotten capabilities such that things which were earlier impossible are now only difficult. Things which were earlier impossible are now only difficult. And that's the kind of problems that folks in this room are going after, because the capabilities of the technology are really growing at a very, very intense rate. And it's up to our imagination to solve big problems, complex problems that are now possible, but perhaps difficult. So I'll just take you through a little bit as to how fast this technology, and build this slide very, very quickly. So as you know, just in the last year, right, we've seen tremendous things happen. So I'll just take it back, sorry, okay. In the last 1 year, we've seen tremendous things happening, and I'll pick up a few thematics. One, this AI now can see, read, think, it can speak. Started with GPT-4V, and then now with O1, now its reasoning is happening. Agentic is being talked about. But let me just kind of step back a little bit. So the main takeaway here is that technology is now moving very, very fast, and it's only going to accelerate. Important things to remember is that few very powerful capabilities are now in our hands. One, of course, which we all experienced is this conversational interfaces, being able to have a real conversation with context, etc. Language. The previous couple of speakers talked about, and many of the folks in this audience are working. That's another important one, completely changes the kind of things you can do. Third big thematic is just the reasoning, planning, memory. Those are very powerful capabilities that are possible. And the last one is multimodality, because your ability to now see, hear, think changes things a lot. I'll play a really old video. It's now, in today's world, it's an old video, but it'll still bring the point home as to what I'm talking about. Very, very simple example. Just a look at it.
Let me ask the agent here.
Hey, Seth. How's it going? What can I help you with today?
I am fantastic. I'm sorry, I'm in such a hurry. I'm gonna go on an overnight camping hike where we're camping all this. It's gonna be dark, cold. Should I use these shoes? It's the mountains. It's probably gonna be cold.
Great, no worries. Let me take a look. Ah, those are the Trek Star hiking sandals. While they're fantastic for summer hikes and keeping your feet cool, they might not be the best choice for cold
Oh my goodness,
mountain
so, okay, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Pick the best thing that I should use, and can you just add it to my cart? Just one product.
No worries. Let's go with the Trek Ready hiking boots. They're durable, provide great ankle support, and most importantly, they'll keep your feet warm in the cold mountains. I'll add them to your cart now.
Oh,
ready for checkout?
I see that. Amazing. Muchísimas gracias. Espero que me vaya bien en el campamento.
De nada, Seth. Disfruta de tu campamento y mantente caliente con esas botas. Buena suerte y diviértate en los
Okay, so basically what you saw very quickly, right? You saw a conversation, you saw different languages, you saw its ability to hear, see, right? The machine was able to see. And then, of course, today, much more advanced reasoning. Like I said, this is an old video. More of the reasoning stuff has been happening more recently. So I think the point I'm trying to make is that while, of course, this is a very e-commerce-y example, some real examples that are happening and across different industries, startups and organizations are using AI today for customer, employee, business processes, innovation, etc. But a few examples of what are really groundbreaking and life-changing impact that's happening that really excites me are in spaces of health, which is where things around being able to help doctors with getting through fatigue, being able to help them understand data in terms of oncology, multimodal data, text and video and images, and that ability of being able to be that co-pilot, that helper to a doctor is something that really is a game changer. And that goes across different sectors. Teachers, again, one of the most favorite example, and I'll show a little video afterwards also, is how do you really enable teachers to be there for students in terms of personalized education, contextual, in the way a student learns. Whether there is a model that Microsoft Research has created, which is able to help areas of the world where you may be having lower connectivity, but ability to predict the weather and be able to address disaster areas. Some of these areas are, to me, the ones where the real potential for impact with the capabilities I talked about become much more meaningful. Biodiversity is another important one. There is some work happening. It's again open source. It's called Sparrow. It is edge device that collects digital signals from different biodiversity elements and can share with the cloud at various frequencies. And it's one of those things that is now possible because that image ability, that ability to work on the edge with pretty impressive AI models is now happening. Farmers are a stakeholder that I think somebody else in the past also talked about. It's the ability to be able to help farmers with water, fertilizers, crop product, disease protection, etc. All of that becomes possible in languages, in conversational manner. One important factor that, again, it's happening is people with disabilities. In fact, this particular AI, you can teach that AI to help you find your glasses, your books, right? So it's not just something that I can actually teach it. So this is my glasses, this is my, now help me later on, guide me to be able to get there. So it gives you a bit of a sense for what are the possibilities. At the end of the day, any of this, and Shankar spoke a little bit about it, any of this is required that all of us build this AI with trust in the mind. And trust is not just about security, privacy, but also safety. This AI is powerful, but our ability to use it and really drive the greater good is dependent on thinking about trust as a design principle and not an afterthought. I'll play this short video. I know my time is up, but in any way, I'll just play this short video and then I'll leave it to you guys.
Shikshana Foundation started as an NGO that's focused on the education sector. We're working in 6 states across India in about 50,000 schools, impacting nearly 3 million students.
The public school system in India has been severely stressed. We found that typically a teacher handles multi-grade, multi-subjects, especially in the rural areas of the country. The biggest challenge was creating lesson plans.
Preparing those lesson plans, it was taking a lot of time because everything was manual. We were writing and writing and writing.
And that's where I felt technology can help.
Shiksha Co-Pilot is a generative AI solution where we want to empower teachers to create engaging content for their classroom. These teachers are able to generate lesson plans. They're taking the activities that are generated and they're using all of this content in the classroom.
Within 5 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes, I'm preparing that lesson plans.
It's very essential that any solution we roll out supports the local language.
ಟೀಚರ್ಗೇನು ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ಈಗಿನ ಲೆಸನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ನೀಡಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಗೆ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಇದೆ.
Shiksha Co-Pilot is based on Azure OpenAI. It's grounded in local context.
ಈ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಾ Co-Pilot ಲೆಸನ್ ಪ್ಲಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಒಂದು ಖುಷಿ ಪಡ್ತಾರೆ.
The problems that are faced are pretty much universal. So if we have a solution that works in just one state in India, we think that solution can go global.